The 3 L's of Empowerment. A very interesting speech by Christine Lagarde. So let's read. Good afternoon. It is great to be among friends and kindred spirits. The 21st century poses many challenges that require new ways of thinking, none more important than the economic role of women in a rapidly changing world. So the focus in this speech is the economic role of women. That is the challenge faced by the 21st century. But women today remain blocked from contributing their true potential. This has a huge cost. In some countries, per capita income lags significantly because women are denied equal opportunity. They represent half the world's population but contribute far less than 50% of economic activity. What is needed to change this picture is a concerted effort to open the door to opportunity with what I call the 3 L's of women's empowerment: learning, labor, and leadership. So in this first segment, Christine Lagarde points out to the fact that the greatest challenge faced in the 21st century is the economic role of women. How the economic role has not been given due importance, and as a result there is a major lag in economy. And what is to be done to change this is what she tells us in the next segment of the speech. First, about learning. So you remember, she told us about the 3 L's of empowerment. She tells us about the first L. First, about learning. Education is the foundation upon which any change is built. Learning helps women to help themselves and break the shackles of exclusion. It is education which enables a girl child to evolve into a social being. She does not confine herself to loneliness. She does not constrain herself with handcuffs because she has had the right to education. So that is the first L of empowerment, learning. Nowhere is this more essential than in the developing world. There's an African adage that goes, if you educate a boy, you train a man. If you educate a girl, you train a village. If learning is just the first step, labor is the second. So she goes on to the second L of empowerment, which is labor. Labor facilitates women to flourish and achieve their true potential. Women are able to exhibit the talents that they have, are able to utilize the education that they have received when they are able to secure the right kind of labor, meaning job opportunities for women. But at present, when women participate in the workforce, they too often tend to get stuck in low-paying, low-status and low-security jobs. Globally, women earn only 3/4 as much as men, even with the same level of education and in the same occupation. Surely, one of our most basic norms should be equal pay for equal work. Recent researches show that eliminating gender gaps in economic participation can bring an increase in per capita income. We can undoubtedly promote more opportunity for women in the workplace. So, in the second segment of her speech, Christine Lagarde speaks of the importance of labor for women, job opportunities, and women should be given a fair chance, for which gender gaps must be eliminated. So she says we can undoubtedly promote more opportunity for women in the workplace. It is all about changing laws. For example, ensuring that property and inheritance laws do not discriminate against women. Also means policies that encourage education and health care. Moreover, we need to provide greater access to credit so that women can achieve greater economic independence. So learning and labor are key factors. It is important for women to have greater access to credit, which ensures an economic empowerment. The third L is leadership that enables women to rise and fulfill their innate abilities and talents. So, having spoken of the first two L's, that is learning and labor, Christine Lagarde goes on to enlighten us on the third L of leadership. Here there is plenty of room for improvement. The irony is that when women lead, they tend to do a good job, if not a better job. They are more likely to make decisions based on consensus building, inclusion, compassion, and with a focus on long-term sustainability. It is true that women sometimes lack the confidence to match their competence, but they need to change their mindset and reset the narrative in their favor. So it is essential that women be ready to dare the difference. A very interesting construction. Women must dare the difference. To take risks and step outside their comfort zones. Nonetheless, even those with the drive to succeed continue to face barriers. That is very true. Whether we are talking about providing primary education for girls in a village or executive position for women in businesses, it is time to create a world where all women can meet their potential without impediment or prejudice, and the world will reap the benefits. The three L's will help us get there. If we dare the difference will deliver. Christine Lagarde concludes with thank you very much. So you see, a very interesting take on women's empowerment, wherein the writer, the speaker of course in this case, although we read it out, the speaker points out that women need to be empowered. Empowered in what way? Women need to be aware of their economic contribution. Okay, they need to know that they can contribute towards the economic development of their country. And the beginning is with educating the girl child. That is the first L. Among the three L's, the first L, learning, which means educating the girl child. The second L, of course, is labor. Labor based on the kind of education this girl child has received. So better education would imply better labor. And if the girl has a chance for employment, she will definitely have opportunities for leadership, which is the third L of empowerment. So with that, we conclude Christine Lagarde's 3 L's of empowerment.